Hey guys, and yesterday was a very exciting day in Irish political life, and that was the release of Budget 2026. And for those who aren't Irish and you don't know what Budget 2026 is, it's basically when the Irish government releases its plans on spending for the next year and also what they're going to tax as well. So, surprise, surprise, not really a great budget, very bland and not great for young people and young couples. But one interesting part of it was excess duty tax on alcohol. So for many, everyone knows that excess duty tax in Ireland is extremely high. It's actually the third highest in Europe for spirits and beer. So you would think that they would increase it this year as well. Well, in fact, they actually didn't. It didn't increase despite pressure from anti-alcohol organizations and also from the Irish whiskey or the Irish alcohol industry, who wanted to see a decrease in excess duty tax. It basically stayed unchanged, and in fact, it hasn't changed in over 12 years. It's pretty much stayed at the same rate. So for every time you buy a bottle of whiskey, you're paying about €11.92 on excess duty tax. So you might be wondering, then why has a bottle of whiskey been increasing over the last few years, and why has my pint of Guinness slightly increased as well? So the main reason to that is just inflation. Unfortunately, inflation has increased production costs, which means it's more expensive to make a bottle of whiskey. It has also increased the price of barley, because we've seen an abnormal amount of storms in Ireland over the last few years, which has affected the barley crop. And also, to put that in perspective, there's many new distilleries in the island of Ireland, which has increased the demand for barley because they're producing a lot of whiskey. So there are several factors to why the price of a bottle of whiskey or the price of beer has increased, and it's actually not down to excess duty tax. And are we likely to see, I guess, more increases in alcohol over the next few years if they haven't increased excess duty tax? Well, the answer to that is probably yes. And that's mainly down to Trump's tariffs in the US. So for Irish whiskey, America is the largest market. And if tariffs are to continue, it's likely to have an impact on Irish whiskey prices, probably because the Irish whiskey industry is going to offset their losses in the US market by increasing prices in Ireland and in other markets. So while today is a slight victory, I guess, for Irish whiskey drinkers in terms of price, the future looks like there still will be more increases.